Hi, I'm Annette Lucas, and after August, or after this semester, I will be fully retired. However, I already began my retirement phase. I came to Ursinus 47 years ago, before your parents probably were born. I've served as a instructor of French, then as department chair of modern languages, then as assistant and then associate dean in the Dean's Office of Academic Affairs, and finally last semester I was interim dean for the spring semester of 2012. I've seen Ursinus evolve from a very small, modest, I would say even provincial, liberal arts college, a fine college, yet modest in aspirations, to a really wonderful liberal arts college that plays a very important role in the national educational scene. Students came to Ursinus in the early days because it was a small conservative college, and they were, both before and now, always incredibly eager to learn, incredibly excited about their education. Even on the surface, sometimes it may not be as evident. In the early days, especially, opening the world to them was just very exciting. As a French teacher and as someone interested in international studies, I really thought that students were just ready to study abroad, and those are some of the accomplishments I feel I've contributed to, or the changes I've contributed to, is that study abroad became a really important part of our curriculum and also of our outlook on the world. Now students come with a little bit more sophistication. Some of them have already traveled or studied abroad, so that when students now are introduced to study abroad opportunities, what I think is exciting is that they are still interested in going to European countries. Nevertheless, they're also really interested in studying in places that are maybe a little bit less traditional. More students going to China and Japan and Africa, and places that may not be the traditional destinations. Except for the past few years, I've always taught and worked in the dean's office at the same time. So I could not imagine doing pure administration. I think that is not very satisfying. I mean, I did administration because I was interested in working with students and helping them with solving their problems or solving issues that were challenging to them. It was always a teaching moment for me, working with students. The combination was perfect for me. I am an idealist, and I really do think education changes the world, and helping students find opportunities either here at Ursinus or abroad, or through fellowships or the Watson Fellowships or independent studies, or getting their hands dirty in some kind of exciting research project. I always found that as a facilitator, I thought that was the highlight, and it didn't happen in one moment. It happened over quite a few years. This kind of education is a luxury in the perception of many people, but I think it's a crucial necessity. I think the leadership of the United States really does come through the liberal arts education, and that's why I think in the small, nurturing environment of a liberal arts area, that is where we can help contribute to our society. And I think students have amazing opportunities here. Not all will take advantage of them. Some even might regret that they didn't. But what can happen here, with the potential that can happen here for students, is just phenomenal. And faculty are extraordinary in supporting where students want to go.